Namaste everyone, welcome to my channel Abundant Love. Today I'm back with a timeless picker card reading. Today we will take messages from your ancestor guides. When I'm recording this, it's like a new moon today on June 18th, and today I was told that ancestor uh, energies are very strong. Loved ones who have passed on to the other side are very strong, so I thought I would do a reading. And but this will be like a timeless reading, so whenever this video pops up on your screen, maybe there's a message from a specific ancestor guide that you need to hear. Okay, so as usual, I have three options. This meditating mini Buddha is for option 1 viewers, this mini pineapple is for option 2 viewers, and this number 3 candle is for option 3 viewers. Now you can choose any one or more than one option based on what resonates really strongly with you. But once you've made your choice, you need not see the entire video. You can go to the video description or to the pinned comment, click on the timestamp next to your choice. Your reading will start from there. Okay, so now I'll say my usual prayer. You can use this time to make your choice. Dear gods, goddesses, angels, spirit guides, archangels, ascended masters, and all the white light workers of the universe, please put me and the viewers of this video inside your protection bubble throughout this reading. Through this reading, please help viewers receive messages they need to hear, specifically from their ancestor guides and loved ones who have passed on to the other side. Thank you so much for everything that you do for us. Lots and lots of love. Okay, let me keep this other two options aside so that we can get started. Welcome to your reading, my dear option 1 viewers who chose this meditating mini Buddha. Let us keep him in the side and let us now see what are the messages from your ancestor guides that you need to hear today. So today I'm using this deck, Angels and Ancestors. This is a timeless reading, okay? So even later in time, if this video suddenly pops up and you feel called to choose another option and check out if there is any new message, additional message, please feel free to do so. Okay, so I'm taking 2 cards from this deck. Thank you, Divine. Next, from the Energy Oracle deck, I'll take 2 cards as well. Again, I try to keep the readings short these days because of my internet mostly. It's just easier to upload the video. Thank you, Divine. And finally, from the Self-Care deck, I'll take 1 card. Self-care is really important, guys. I love this deck. But probably in the middle, I don't know why I had stopped using it, but today I strongly felt I should use this. Let us dive into your reading now. Option 1. What messages do your ancestors have for you? Wow. Okay. So you guys are probably going through a transition, okay? And your ancestor guides are coming in just to encourage you to not feel confused, because some of you may be feeling a little bit confused or a little bit not having control. Okay, but they are saying that all this is meant to happen. It is a part of your journey where you are transitioning from one portion to another portion, one phase to another phase. So you literally got the card journey. Okay, so for some of you it can be like a physical travel is possible in the near future, which probably will come in unexpected, or maybe you have just received a news of something where you have to physically travel and you were not prepared for that, and you were like, why should I do this, or is it even good for me? But your guides are coming in and saying, don't worry. Like, I'm picking this up especially for students or people who are changing jobs, and your guides are like, it's totally fine. even if you were not expecting it, doesn't mean that it's a bad thing. It is actually an opportunity, and it will usher in that new phase in your life. Okay, for others of you, I'm seeing definitely whatever you are going through right now, whether it's like a health situation or a finance situation, definitely relationship situation coming in very strongly, it is a part of your karmic agenda. Okay, so this journey is actually representing the journey on earth. We are all here on a sojourn, right? So definitely whatever this new relationship situation is, and I'll show you the card why I'm saying the relationship so strongly, because you got this, the door to romance opening as well. Okay, so uh, definitely if you are single, if you were already looking for a relationship, or even if you are already in a relationship with someone, probably it's going to the next level, or things are shifting. Honestly, this is what I'm feeling. It's not like a good thing or a bad thing, it's just things were meant to shift, and I'm seeing that shift, and that shift is like a major shift. Okay, it's not like, okay, we were vegetarian in our relationship, like food wise, not anything else, but then okay, today we decide we'll go vegan. It's not like that. It's, the shift is like mostly like, um, it's hard to put it in words. It can be like actual evolution, like if you are engaged, you are now getting married, or if you were just seeing each other, now you commit through some engagement or something, or if you are single, you find a partner. That is definitely possible, but I'm also feeling the other type where there was a certain flavor in the relationship so far, but suddenly that flavor is changing, because both partners in the relationship have individually gone through a journey which has shifted them so much that the relationship also now has a new flavor. Okay, and it's a good thing. It's not like you have outgrown each other. What I'm trying to say is you have grown so much as individuals that now, when you're coming together, there is actually more power, more passion, more intensity, yeah, more empowerment. That's what I'm feeling very, very strongly. And so your guys are saying that this is good. Okay, and definitely for most of you, I'm feeling this like a romantic relationship, but it can be a relationship with yourself as well, like lots of self-love, like the journey that you are going through. And some of you may are already in this journey, and some of you are probably just starting it. You will also learn a lot of self-love, because that is like the major vibe, where love is not an action for you anymore. It's like a state of being. That is what is coming towards you, you know, when you are just floating in the ocean of love. So you are no longer like whether I'm receiving or I'm giving. It doesn't matter, right? When you are the ocean of love itself, it's like you are the receiver, you are the giver, you are every possible manifestation of that feeling, love. Okay, so that is something very, very beautiful that is shifting in your life, and your ancestors are super excited about that. Okay, uh, yeah. You also got this card, Shapeshifter, which like literally talks about the shift that we were discussing, and it says transform and unveil your gifts. So during this process, which is being called as a journey here, you may realize, like, as your personality is shifting, as you are growing, uh, you may realize that there are some things that you have never thought about before, but suddenly you realize, okay, you are good in this. It can be some creative thing, or it can be some psychic thing like clairvoyance, clairaudience, claircognizance, or like a mixture of multiple things. Okay, or it can be, like I said, more subtle, where you really cannot name that thing, but you realize that internally there is something that has changed and you feel lighter. Like this shape shifting is a positive thing that is happening, because the card says unveil your gifts. So whatever is coming in, it is like a gift from the divine, but it is coming from your internal world. Okay, and all you have to do is to acknowledge that and accept that, because sometimes things can be a little uncomfortable. And I think I've given this example before, like when I just started tarot reading, not even on YouTube. I just bought a deck of cards and was trying it on my family and friends. So even then, everybody was super critical. And why are you even doing this? This is not for you. You have studied engineering and all that. You've done a PhD in engineering. Why are you suddenly into tarot cards and all? And I was very serious about that. It's not like I was hiding and doing it. I was making myself very public, and then I thought, uh, no, I don't want to hide it anymore, because I'm receiving so much grace just for myself. Whenever I sit with tarot cards, I always feel so loved, so energized by the divine, that I thought, like, I just wanted to shout it from the rooftop that yes, I love doing this. So that's when I opened my YouTube channel. But initially, everyone was like, no, I'm not associating myself with her. We want to see where she goes. Some people, many people were super supportive also. So again, I'm very grateful to them for just being there, standing by me. Some of the people I didn't even know, they just saw my videos and kept commenting regularly during my early days, when it was like just less than 50 subscribers. So uh, uh, but yeah, like some people were critical, or like, why you're wasting your time or something like that. So you may face something like that when you're shifting, because your personality is shifting. And that's when your ancestor guides are again saying that you have to be brave and you have to be honest. Okay, by honest, I feel what they are trying to tell you is you still have to be authentic. Okay, don't dim your light just because other people can't you know uh, stand that dazzle. Some people are used to living in darkness so much that they can't bear the light. But that doesn't mean light is not good, right? Have you seen that if you're sick for a long time, which I was, and then if you are in a room sleeping with curtains closed most of the time, if somebody suddenly comes and draws the curtain open, you feel like, oh my god, my eyes are blinding, I don't want this, I want the room to be dark and everything. But that's actually not true, right? After a long time, when the sunlight actually starts coming into the room, you start feeling energized again. So this is something like that. It's like this is a phase of your life, new phase that you are entering, where everything is shifting. On one hand, you will receive a lot of love from unexpected people, unexpected places. The love of your life might grow even more deeper. But on the other hand, you may face questioning, criticism, but nothing too bad. It's just like people are not used to seeing you in a or they are used to seeing you in a certain way, and they are like, what is this new thing that this person is doing or saying or talking about? And there you have to be brave and still express your authentic self. Okay, because that is really really important for you. And just call in your ancestors, your spirit guides, because this is what I'm seeing. Like some ancestors in your lineage probably did not have the resources to express these gifts. They also had these spiritual gifts, but sometimes it happens, if you are the only breadwinner of your family, even if you want to pursue a passion, you cannot, because all that pressure of earning money is on you, and if you don't do it, then you have to see your loved ones suffer. So some of your ancestors had to go through that, and even though they had the spiritual gifts, they could not express. But that form like a huge blockage, which is why they are cheering for you to break it. Okay, wow. What I'm hearing is choose love over fear. Okay, that is coming in. So it just came in like real in bold italic letters. This is what I'm suddenly seeing, like choose love over fear. They cannot emphasize this enough. There will be times where you'll feel, should I really do this? Because if I do this, then this will happen, that may happen, that, and they are saying no, choose love. if you love doing something, if you genuinely have that purity of intention, go ahead and do it, even if people are trying to scare you or criticize you, even if they mean well. You know, sometimes people do not want anything bad for us. It's just when they tried it, then the positive outcome did not happen. But that does not mean when you try it, say after 20 years or 30 years, times have changed. So for you, the thing actually might work, and from the energy of your ancestors, it seems like it will. But that's not what is important. You see, what your ancestor guides are trying to say is the outcome here is really not important. Okay, because the blockage here was that in your lineage, people were under circumstances forced to take fear based decisions instead of decisions based on love. Okay, and now they are encouraging you, please break that cycle, because it does not benefit anyone. For the moment it seems like, oh okay, I took the safe decision, maybe I'll be fine, but then regrets and guilts pile up in later years. So they are saying, please choose love over fear. And your self-care card also talks about flowing like water. Okay, so they're saying, don't worry too much about what people are thinking, or whether am I wrong, whether am I right. Maybe some of you are taking multiple decisions per day and you're like, maybe I'm doing too much, should I step back, should I like you know just reduce my load. Like all kinds of things are happening when I'm seeing, like the main thing you're having is, oh this is a lot, things are going out of my control. And that is where your ancestor guides are saying, don't worry, we are taking care of everything. You are going through a transformation, but that does not mean you stop yourself. Okay, instead you take everything, good, bad, ugly, as an experience, or as like some scene you are watching in a movie, and just flow through it. Okay, so this is what your ancestors want you to know. I don't know if it made much sense, but I'm feeling like a lot of love, a lot of wisdom from your ancestor guides here. Okay, um, yeah, some like grandfather, uncle, that kind of energy from your lineage is very strong here, and they're like, we know you can do it. For some reason we couldn't do it, and the reason is different for different people, but you stand your ground, you express your authentic self, you be brave and honest, and just flow like water through every experience. Eventually you will see that you are just filled with love, brimming with love, and yeah, your world is going to be completely transformed. Okay, so that's all I have for you, my dear option one viewers. If this reading resonated, please hit the like button, please leave a comment, please share this video as much as you can, and I will see you again in my next reading. Till then, stay blessed, lots and lots of love. Bye bye. Wonderful. Let me put these cards back before I move on to the next reading. Welcome to your reading, my dear option 2 viewers who chose this mini pineapple. Let us keep this aside and let us now see what are the messages from your ancestor guides today. So I'll take 2 cards from the Angels and Ancestors deck. So this is a timeless message. So feel free to check this video out whenever it pops on your screen. I hope you find something that is relevant and useful for you. Okay, Divine, thank you. Next, from the Energy Oracle deck, I'll take 2 more cards. Okay, dear ancestors, what is it that my option 2 viewers need to hear from you today? Thank you. One more card, please. Okay. Cards falling all over the place. Please, one more card. Thank you, Divine. Thank you. What is it that my dear option 2 viewers need to hear? Thank you. And finally, from the self-care deck, I'll take one message. Thank you. It just flew out. So let us dive into a reading now. Very interesting. These messages are really beautiful and deep. Okay. So basically, I think you are going through a transformation for a while. Most of you, I'm seeing that. And some portions of the journey are, of course, very uncomfortable. And you are like, why does it have to be like this? Like, sometimes you wake up and you think, like, this is going to be very simple. And then out of nowhere, some problems arise. Like, I'll give you an example with a friend. Like, we were supposed to go for a program, and when I called that friend, she was like, oh my god, we were just about to start, but we just realized one of their cars were like, the battery died, and the other car was somehow parked between two cars, so they even couldn't take the other car out. So it's just like a trivial example of something unexpected. You wouldn't think will happen, but suddenly it'll happen, and you're like, whoa, what happened? Another person I know, that was actually very a little bit scary. That person was going to go to a foreign country, and on the way that person had an accident. So not only he could not go to the foreign country, he had to go to the hospital and get treatment. So sometimes things happen like that, and you're like, what, why me? So many people they just do these things effortlessly, but whenever I try to do things, why suddenly it seems like the whole world is crashing on me? Some of you were going through phases like that, okay? And that's why probably your ancestor guides are reminding you that don't get stuck up on the details that are happening now, okay? You got the seer, which says see beyond the current situation. So there are two things that I'm picking up. One is the obvious that we were discussing, that don't get lost in what like how this uncomfortable situation is affecting you right now. Like, don't list the pros and cons of this particular situation. In fact, there is a bigger picture, okay? There are bigger forces at play, so it'll be good if you can focus on that, okay? Like, sometimes, say, when you are trying to do a project, you have plan B, plan A, plan B, plan C. So maybe in plan A, a portion of the plan A did not work. So don't waste all your time thinking why it did not work, because you can still replace that portion with something else. And even after that, even if the entire plan A does not work, you still have plan B and plan C. Like that, sometimes we get stuck in what we are doing so much, like micromanaging, that we forget the bigger picture. That the bigger picture, sometimes the bigger picture, say, is to help people, say, find a job, okay? And then sometimes in that process, if you were talking to a particular company for a particular position, and you are like, oh my god, I must get this person this particular job, and then when you are unable to do that, you are like, no, I should put more effort. You totally forget that the big picture was not to get like one particular specific job, but to get this person a job so that he can stand on his own feet, right? So I think you get the gist, that sometimes we forget the bigger picture because we get caught up in the micro details, especially the negative ones, because our mind is more oriented. Most of us have our mind oriented in that direction, which is why it's so important to, just detach and do something else on a regular basis, something that induces that inner stability, something like taking a walk in nature or meditating or just relaxing and talking with friends about simple things. Not like which car you bought or which house you are doing the down payment for, okay? Because I have seen so many people just, losing their peace of mind over this. Even though at some point, like the life they're living now was like a dream for them, but once they achieve the dream, they're like, no, 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 what next? What next? So, that's what your ancestor guides is saying, that don't worry, whatever you are going through, uh, it's still like a dream for many. The position you are in right now, you still have many blessings, so count your blessings and look at the bigger picture. Maybe in your situation there is some person who is being toxic or irritating, or some situation that suddenly appeared out of nowhere and causing you trouble, discomfort. It's just a part of the transformation you are going through. So keep your eyes on the big picture, on the bigger prize. You are shedding old skin. Okay, so the second thing that I forgot to mention about this card, what I was saying is, the second message that is coming in very strongly, and I just remembered again when I saw the snake, is you are probably developing a lot of uh, deep connection with the spirit world, okay? So the seer can literally be that you are becoming more and more clairvoyant, or your intuition is becoming super sharp. And that's why, once you connect to your own spirit, it's really difficult to pretend that you care a lot about the materialistic world, because even if you connect to your spirit like 10%, you already can sense that these are not real, these are illusions, like a game of checkers or chess, whatever. Like chess, people play chess with so much they need so much brain power, intelligence and everything, but at the end of the day it's a game. It's really not real, okay? And for any games, I just gave an example of chess. But at the end of the day, of course humans have made it into like a lucrative business and something, but if you're playing with someone at home, maybe you feel a lot of satisfaction when you win, thinking of your superior intellect and all, but at the end of the day it's a game. It doesn't really change anything in your life. So something like that is going to happen, where you are just shedding old skin and realizing, oh, I'm supposed to have fun here. Even these moments where like people are not being nice to me, I don't have to put up with that. Like, I don't lose anything. If I want, I can listen to them and get amused. If I don't want, I don't listen to them and do something else, something like that. If you're watching a movie and sometimes you like the movie's bad, you think, okay, I've bought a ticket, I'll sit through this anyway. And sometimes you think that, no, this is terrible, I'll have a headache, I would rather go home and sleep. Something like that. When you realize actually everything in life is like that, we kind of, our mind and our social conditioning of the mind makes us feel that it's super important to be a certain way in a certain situation. But as you grow older and wiser, many people have realized that even if they were not doing meditations or anything, you will see like many people who retire from their work and they are living like a quiet life. They are actually happier. I've seen people like that. They are actually happier, and they're like um, yeah, like that was madness, just chasing something and thinking, what next, how far I can go. So there's no end to that. So peace of mind is important. Of course you can chase anything, you can do any thing, as long as you have peace in your mind, because yeah, otherwise nothing is worth it, okay? And that's just my personal opinion. You don't have to buy that, but what your guides are saying, that you are going through a transformation like that, where you are seeing the difference between the illusion and the truth. And so sometimes there'll be aha moments, and sometimes there'll be moments like, oh my god, I don't want to be here. But just know that you're shedding old skin, and your connection to the divine is growing really stronger. You are growing more intuitive. Focus on the big picture, because the big picture, what is happening is the door to your personal healing and happiness is opening. So it's like a super duper positive card, right? Personal healing and happiness. So that means various areas of your life. It's not just one aspect. Like almost all aspects of your life are going through this major shift, where you are realizing you are not the person you were, say, 5 years back, and now you are happy to have gained this new wisdom, like knowing the truth. You cannot settle for anything less, okay? And that's how you're charging forward. You're seeing the big picture, and there may be some legal things involved, because you also got this contract card. uh, and it may be, for some of you, it may be, like your marriage, probably you're going through some separation or something. Some of you will have some legal contract regarding your property, which was probably going, some court cases, I know they go on for generations and generations. So something like that. Maybe your forefathers had this property dispute, and now it's supposed to get resolved. It was dragging on and on for a long time, and now it's probably getting resolved, okay? uh, for some of you, I'm seeing that it can also be signing like a new contract, which will open this door to personal healing and happiness. It is signing something anyway. Either it's like some painful karmic cycle that is ending, or it's like a new cycle that is going to open. But yeah, it probably is happening legally. Either ways, it's happening through a legal thing. So just be careful, be mindful. Whatever you are signing, don't just believe people's words for it. Again, don't whenever you are making a decision about signing a legal contract, don't look at like the immediate gain or instantaneous gain. Think of the bigger picture, okay? Like, I'm really not very good at giving property and land and legal examples, but like very vaguely I'm saying, like, sometimes people don't think long term, that what will happen in 15 years. They think, oh, right now the market is like this, so let me sign this and acquire this. But sometimes, if you wait and do something in the long term, probably that will be even more helpful. So think about the long term implications as well. This is what I'm getting very strongly. Think about long term implications before you sign a legal contract, okay? But most definitely, your ancestors are making sure that you can go through this season of transformation. It's probably the very last bit that is remaining. You can go through this as effortlessly as possible, and then step into this energy where you are receiving lots of healing, and as a result, you are receiving lots of happiness in all areas of your life as well. Your self-care card asks you to use your hands, and again, whenever like as soon as I was going to say this, what I heard automatically was, use your hands wisely. Again, this contract thing is coming in. Like, if you are using your hands to sign something, to type something, to email something, I don't know why I'm getting this very strongly for any written communication. Or I don't know if some of you are actors, or I don't know if you have a YouTube channel and you are doing something with your hands. Use it wisely, okay? Because you probably think you are what you are doing is trivial, but it's not. It's going to have an effect on multiple people on multiple levels, okay? So use your hands wisely. If you want, before everything you do, if you use your hands for prayer, in whatever way you are used to. I'm used to praying like this with my hands folded, but whatever way you have learned to use your hands in a prayer position, please use in that way as regularly as possible, and then you do any work you are supposed to do. Okay, overall it's a period of transformation. Your guides are making sure that you don't take a false step, so don't worry even if some periods are a little bit uncomfortable. There might be some legal matter resolution or some signing thing that will happen, so make sure you think of the big picture and then sign that contract. And finally, your guides are super excited about this new phase of personal healing and happiness that you are stepping into. Okay, so that's all I have for you, my dear option 2 viewers. If this reading resonated, please hit the like button, please leave a comment, please share this video as much as you can, and subscribe to my channel Abundant Love if you haven't already. I will see you again in my next reading. Till then, stay blessed, lots and lots of love. Bye bye. Awesome. Let me put this back before I move on to the final option of the day. Welcome to your reading, my dear option 3 viewers who chose this number 3 candle. Okay, let me keep it. Okay, I'll keep it here. And let us now see what is it that your ancestor guides want to convey to you through this video. It's a timeless reading, so whenever this video pops up on your screen, feel free to check it out. Okay, so today I'm taking 2 cards initially from the Angels and Ancestors deck. Thank you, Divine. Next, I'll take 2 cards again from the Angel Oracle deck. Or, sorry, Energy Oracle deck. Thank you, Divine. What is it that my dear option 3 viewers need to hear from you today? Thank you, ancestors who have come in for this reading today. Lots and lots of love. One more card, please. Thank you. And from the self-care deck, we'll definitely see what is one method of self-care that your ancestor guides want you to follow. Okay, thank you. Let us now dive into your reading, option 3. Aha. Okay. Awesome. Actually, your ancestors are here to tell you that great things, exciting things are waiting for you. Probably you are leaving something behind, okay? And that's why you are a little bit worried. Some of you probably already got that new job offer, or you are traveling to a new place, or you are stepping into a new phase of your life and you don't know what to expect and you are having jitters, and they're saying don't worry, it is a good thing. Okay, and 2 cards are actually emphasizing that. One is walking away. It's like that 8 of Cups energy, okay, where you're walking away from your comfort zone, because this lady, like, she's still looking back, because what she's walking away from was extremely comfortable. It was like a beautiful garden where she was having the time of her life, and then like she got bored. She was like, I'm not growing here. So something like that is happening with you, and what is in front she does not know. All she knows, like, that it's very attractive because it's full of golden light, the divine golden light. So I literally can hear the divine calling you, okay, like you are answering that divine call. So I won't be surprised if some of you like are extremely spiritual, and logically you cannot even explain to yourself that, oh no, I should be doing this thing, like earning money for my family, buying material gifts and all, but instead you like keep surprising yourself by like getting involved in something spiritual, in something, you know, that feels like more like a divine calling. And by spiritual, I don't just mean, meditating or following a master, or say doing selfless service. These are of course signs of walking the path of spirituality, but following your spirit and doing something that you feel extremely passionate about without any attachment to the results, that is also highly spiritual. Okay, so we know many actors, many singers, many athletes are like that. Like, they are not there to prove a point, they just love that thing so much. That's the only thing they can do. So some of that spark, spiritual spark, is igniting within you, and your ancestors are there just to remind you that it's not something to be scared of. Some of you are probably like, what's happening to me? Like, logically you're thinking I should be doing this, but you find like you are having more fun in doing something else. So yeah, don't worry. And some of you are probably like pretty much confused what to do, and they're saying, move, don't get stagnant. Okay, because you literally got this traveler card, or move in a new direction. So you may be, like I said, from the walking away and the traveler, it almost seems like many of you are physically moving, whether you are going for like a new job, or maybe you are shifting your home, or maybe in your relationship dynamic something changed and that's why you're moving. So whatever it is, it can be actual physical travel. For most of you I'm getting that, but for others of you it can be actually like a shift in uh, your way of thinking. What you were thinking was comfortable earlier is no longer comfortable or lucrative anymore. Instead, your soul is probably seeking for some new adventure, so that you can learn lessons, you can evolve basically. Okay, comfort zones, no matter how comfortable they are, they never let you evolve. And after a point of time, you realize that I'm not getting anywhere. I'm wasting my time. Let me try something new. Most of us go through that feeling at different phases of our life. So that's why your ancestor guides are coming in and saying, probably for many of them it was like a blockage that they wanted to do, but maybe if I just think of the times like 100 years back, and travel was not easy, right? It used to take days. There was not like so many airlines as they are now, and technology was also not so well advanced. So traveling and connecting with people in general was very difficult. So this age, like your incarnation in this age, happen for this specific reason, so that you can utilize all these resources and fulfill this desire for your entire lineage. That's what I'm getting. Okay, so go ahead, keep moving forward. It's okay even if you don't know what is waiting for you, but keep choosing to walk in the new direction. If a new direction has opened up, because for some people, you were not thinking, but suddenly you realized, okay, your old job is having layoffs, so now you are forced to look for a new job. That is also not a bad thing. Maybe the new job you get actually is better than what you were doing earlier, but the earlier job you couldn't leave because it was your comfort zone, so the universe kind of pushed it, and initially you felt disappointed, why did it happen to me? But when you land up the new job, you realize, oh my god, this is so much better. The work is better, the pay is better, my colleagues are better, everything is better. Okay, so something of that energy I'm picking up, and actually the cards say it and show you, because you also got the sun card from your ancestors, and they are clearly saying enjoy success and happiness. Okay, my option 3 viewers, so for sure 100% lots of success and happiness are waiting for you, but you have to move. Okay, you cannot stagnate. I don't know why I'm getting this vibe. Some of you are like, why did this happen to me? I cannot move. I'll just lock myself in a room and I'll just be sad about it. No, keep moving. There is tremendous amount of success and happiness waiting for you, more than you can imagine. I can almost hear some of you saying, what rubbish, every tarot reader says this, but it never happens. It's going to happen very soon whenever you're watching this reading, because like I said, you are now connecting to your spirit. The door to spirit is opening for you. Okay, when we connect to our spirit instead of connecting to something external, then we are already operating as our most authentic version. Okay, and then like every positive thing naturally gets attracted to us, okay, without even giving that much effort. So just keep going, option 3. Everything is good, everything is nice for you. So yeah, don't worry. Like, I can see some hiccups happening in certain stages, but don't magnify it. Don't allow your mind to magnify those small hiccups as some, like, huge roadblocks or something. They are not. You will easily overcome them. You have the support of all your ancestors, and just march into this beautiful period of where the sun is shining brightly on you, and you're enjoying success and happiness. And your self-care card is a little bit embarrassing. It shouldn't be, but it is, because I don't know who is watching. Is like the sex card. Okay, so definitely if you're a couple and you were too stressed about your work life and were not enjoying physical intimacy, go and have fun, guys. Enjoy physical intimacy with your loved ones. For others of you, again, I think this card came out because there was a lot of stagnation energy. So basically this card is saying, like, there's a lot of stagnation energy on your sacral chakra. Okay, so if you can do some sacral chakra healing, because I can see many of you rolling your eyes and like, no, I'm not going to have sex now. So it's not like necessarily sex. It's just something in your sacral chakra or even now it is blocking you from seeing what beautiful times are waiting for you. So you need to get that blockage removed from your sacral chakra. So you can listen to sacral chakra healing music on YouTube, and if you know like a professional energy healer, you can request them for some energy healing as well. Okay, so overall this is all I have for you, my dear option 3 viewers. If this reading resonated, please hit the like button, please leave a comment, please share this video as much as you can, and subscribe to my channel Abundant Love if you haven't already. I will see you in my next reading. Till then, stay blessed, lots and lots of love. Bye bye.